Hey everybody, let's talk about chronic illness while I take off my braids. Let's. So, I've been noticing a trend of late of people talking about things like allergen and putting things down like gluten-free shampoos and such without understanding why they need to be so. And people talking about their own illnesses, especially newly diagnosed people, without actually understanding it. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't talk about your illness, okay? It's your journey, it's your life, you should talk about it. But I think we need to be a lot more mindful of the language that we use when we're talking about illnesses. And we also need to be very specific. So I'll give you a few examples. So the first one is the need for gluten-free products in skincare. Now, I did not know about gluten-free products in skincare until I myself developed a wheat allergy. Now, a wheat allergy and celiac disease is not the same thing. People who are allergic to celiac, people with celiac are allergic to gluten. Now, some of them, it's just if they eat the gluten, that's it. It'll make them very sick. But some of them, if it comes in contact with their skin, it also makes them very sick. So if they use shampoo with gluten, it'll make them sick. So the first thing we need to realize when it comes to gluten-free product is, although it's been overhyped as a fad, that people with gluten allergies, very bad gluten allergies, still need access to skincare. Okay? So that's one. They need access to skincare. They need to be able to use soap and toothpaste and shampoo that does not make them sick. Shampoo is a big one because even if they don't get sick by contact, you see, when you use the shampoo in the shower, especially if you use hot water, then the shampoo evaporates and now you're inhaling shampoo and they can get sick. So that's one. Then now let's just talk about allergies in general. People will go on and on about allergies, about what causes allergies and all these sorts of things without understanding what an allergy is. An allergy is a very, very specific, it has a very specific medical definition because it has a very specific treatment. People will say they're allergic to things just because they don't like it. Okay? People will do that. They'll be like, I'm allergic to onions. And they'll go on and on about being allergic to onions. An allergy has a very specific meaning. An allergy is a specific IgG, IgE, or IgA immunomediated response. That means when you are exposed to the allergen, your body releases these immunoglobulins. And that causes the immunoglobulins cause you to release histamine, which causes an allergic reaction. That's a very specific thing. Very specific. You can develop an allergy anytime. As someone who's been dealing with allergies their whole life, that's a very important thing. It's important for my doctors to know the difference between something that I'm allergic to versus something that just makes me go to the bathroom. Those are two different things. So, and they need to know what kind of allergic response. Whether you get anaphylaxis, whether you get hives, whether you get a response from it touching your skin or from eating it. Those are all very important things. And for those of us who have severe allergies, our life is limited, okay? When I go out to eat with my friends, I have to, if I don't choose the restaurant, if I'm not involved in the decision of choosing the restaurant, or in particular one of my friends who knows my allergies is involved, I don't go. I just don't go. It's just not worth it to go out to eat and then you can't eat, or you eat and then you get sick. Once I went to a restaurant. I'd been out all day with a group and we went out to a meal afterwards. We were doing menstrual health talks in the schools. And I was trying to explain the severity of my allergies to the waitress. And one person who was at the table when the waitress left told me I was being condescending to the waitress. But I simply gave her a list of my allergies and I told her on a piece of paper, and I asked her to go to the chef and please find out from him what is safe for me to eat on the menu. It's what I usually do if the place doesn't have an allergy menu. And she was like, well, you can have the fries. I was like, no. See, when you think of fries, ordinary people, they just think of potatoes. But when you have a severe allergy, you learn pretty quickly, if it's really bad, that most commercially produced fries have a thin layer of powder on top of it. It's usually flour, wheat, and it's usually, or sometimes it can have dairy in it as well. So that's something that a lot of people don't know. So people will say, why do they need to say the fries are gluten-free? Fries are gluten-free. No, they're not. They're not. Okay? So that's one. Second thing about fries is cross-contamination. If they don't have a dedicated fryer for the fries and they fry something else in there that you're allergic to, guess what? It's now been contaminated and you might eat something that you're not allergic to and not know why you got really sick because cross-contamination. So that's two. Those are things that we need to know. That's why things tell you whether they're produced in facilities with the top 8 allergens. And there's another thing you should know. The top 8 allergens. It's easy to learn about. Google it. So here we go. So that's allergies, right? So it's important for us to feel safe when we go out, to feel safe in public spaces, and to have products available to them. I shouldn't have to make my own shampoo or use different products because I have allergies. So they need to be labeled accordingly, right? And we have to be very careful about demonizing allergies. People all the time say like there's no such thing as peanut allergy. Kids need to just suck it up and all of that sort of things. It's all super hurtful. Now, I am starting to get tired, and so I'm tired of having to continually, it makes you feel irrelevant, especially sometimes the loudest voices in these conversations actually have no experiences with whatever it is they're talking about. And it's very important that if you don't know what something is, and I mean I mean like actually know, like understand what it is, people will go on and on. It's allergies. People will go on and on talking about allergies, and they don't even know like really what an allergy is. Ask them to define allergy and they won't know, you know? And it's other things too, like I keep having to explain that I have cough variant asthma to people because cough variant asthma is rare. I don't wheeze, I don't get mucus in my lungs. So people keep telling me that you can cure asthma. Well, actually, you can't. It goes into remission, but it's not like gone forever. Once you've had asthma, you can always have asthma. And people need to stop telling other people how to treat their illnesses. Like, seriously. Like, and stop virtue signaling illness, okay? We're not sick because we're lazy. Being sick does not make you a bad person. If you're poor because you're sick, that's not about you. That doesn't make you a bad person. That makes the system we live under, where healthcare is not a right, that's what the problem is, right? So I just wanted to come on while I take out my braids and talk to y'all about it. Just bring it up. So just that, like, I'm not calling anybody out. I've just had a few different experiences online and in person of people telling me how to treat my illness, telling me I need to have a baby to cure my endometriosis. People actually with endometriosis thinking that a hysterectomy will cure endometriosis. Hysterectomy is a treatment for endometriosis. Folks, if you have an illness, your doctor does not know everything about it. They will not tell you everything. Go out there and look for resources and learn for yourself, okay? All right? Hysterectomy does not cure endometriosis, all right? Some people with endometriosis get a lot of relief when they have a hysterectomy. My aunt got a lot of relief when she had her hysterectomy. It got rid of 80 to 90% of her symptoms, but she still has some symptoms. Some people go and have a hysterectomy and have zero relief. Zero. So you need to be getting these doctors out here who actually know what they're talking about. And it just pains my heart when people think that hormones or a hysterectomy is the gold standard for treatment. The only treatment for endometriosis is excision surgery, not laser, not scraping, not any of those things. Make sure you get you a doctor that knows what they're doing, that has a history of treating endometriosis specifically. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I only have 4 left. So yeah, I just want us to be your own advocate and a partner for yourself when it comes to your health care. Be your own advocate. Whatever you have, educate yourself. If you have a platform and you're going to talk about a topic, educate yourself on the topic. And I don't mean like watch a few YouTube videos. I mean get actual sources. Did y'all learn in school about the quality of a source? How you know a peer-reviewed journal is better than a website? Did y'all learn about that? Because that's important. Where the information comes from is important. So, that's very important. So make sure you're educating yourself about something if you're going to talk about it. Okay? Just make sure. And make sure if you're on the internet, you're not giving medical advice. Okay? No one should give medical advice. Have you ever noticed that doctors don't actually give specific medical advice until they actually see you? Most times you ask your doctor something, they have to ask you more questions first, or they might say, you'll have to come in so we can see you. Yeah. There's a reason for that. Because each situation is different. Each person is different. But mostly, I just want us to be kind to ourselves, to be respectful of each other's, and to be considerate of other people. You understand what I'm saying? Be considerate of other people. Be kind to yourself, be considerate of other people, and educate yourself. Learn the difference, especially if you are going through something. Educate yourself on what you're going through, because when you educate yourself, you can be a good partner in your health. You can choose a good doctor that will look out for you, and you can know when a doctor is BSing you, because some of them do that. Okay, that's it for now, y'all. My braids are out. Thanks for watching. I'll take my passion twister out. I'll take the braids out later, but I'm tired of talking, so bye. If you enjoyed my video, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Share this video with your friends so that they can enjoy my content too. and I'll catch you in the next video.